Hello everyone, I am Kanchan and welcome to Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services, a premier institution for preparing for civil services in India. Today, I am here for a daily news and editorial analysis for 24th and 26th of February 2024, and this editorial analysis is going to be important for all three stages of UPSC, which are UPSC prelims, mains and interview process. And apart from UPSC exam, this editorial analysis is going to be important for all the government exams in India. So without further delay, let us begin the analysis. Recently, the regional dialogue of secretaries of security councils or the national security advisor was held in Bishkek in Kyrgyzstan, and in this context this news becomes important for UPSC prelims perspective and also for the GS2 of UPSC mains. And under GS2 this topic falls under is the India and its neighborhood. The point of discussion of this topic is going to be the regional dialogue of secretaries of security councils and the national security advisors. We'll understand about its objectives, then we'll understand about the India's initiatives in Afghanistan and that is the relation of India and Afghanistan. Then we'll understand about issues affecting the India-Afghanistan relations. Then lastly, we'll discuss the PYQ that has been asked from the similar topic. So without further delay, let us begin the analysis. So as we just discussed, the context of the news is recently the 6th regional dialogue of Secretary of Security Councils or the National Security Advisors were held in Bishkek, that is in Kyrgyzstan, and the Bishkek is the capital of Kyrgyzstan. And in this dialogue, India reiterated its collective approach to combating terrorism in Afghanistan. So talking about the regional security dialogue on Afghanistan, this is a high-level meeting involving the national security advisors from the countries like Afghanistan, Pakistan, Iran, China, Russia, India and other Central Asian states. And this dialogue provides for the platform for discussing the security challenges in Afghanistan and the Central Asian region. And most importantly, this security dialogue on Afghanistan follows the objective of United Nations Security Council resolution of 2593, and this Security Council resolution was passed by the 15-member United Nations Security Council that calls for prevention of the Afghan territory from being used as the terror state. So this dialogue basically aims to prevent terrorism in Afghanistan and spreading terrorism from Afghanistan to other regions. So these were the basic facts about the regional security dialogue on Afghanistan. Now let us understand in detail about the India-Afghanistan relations and the initiatives of India in Afghanistan. India has taken various initiatives in different fields in Afghanistan, and these are some of the initiatives that India has taken. And in a bid to provide essential support to the Afghan people, India has opened the humanitarian air corridor. So this air corridor has been established between Delhi and Kabul, and India has also invested $3 billion through nearly 500 projects spanning in 34 provinces in Afghanistan. So India has invested a huge amount of money in Afghanistan, and Indian Army's Border Road Organization has constructed major roads in Afghanistan in 2009, and this road has connected the Dilaram in Afghanistan to Jaranj in Afghanistan. That is, Dilaram Jaranj highway was built by India, and India has also provided the viable alternative route for duty-free movement of goods through the Chabar port from Iran to Afghanistan. So we'll understand about the Chabar port as well. India has built the Chabar port, and taking goods from Chabar port to Afghanistan has become easier for India bypassing Pakistan. India has also built various dams, and most important one is Salma Dam, that is the Afghan-India Friendship Dam. And this dam also provides for the irrigation water in the different parts of Afghanistan. And this dam has been built in the Hari River in the Afghanistan, which is located in the Herat province of western Afghanistan. And India-Afghanistan relations has also been upgraded to the Strategic Partnership Agreement in 2011. So these are the important initiatives that India has taken for building friendship with Afghanistan, and India has invested a huge amount of money in the Afghanistan. So you should know about these initiatives of India in Afghanistan. Now let us understand about the Chabar port and Dilaram Jaranj highway through map, and let us also understand about the other projects that India has taken in the Afghanistan. So this is the map of Chabar port and the Dilaram Jaranj highway that India has built, and Chabar port is located in Iran, and this Sabar port is located in just the other side of the Gwadar port, and the Gwadar port is the port of China that has been built in Pakistan. So this is the Gwadar port, and this Gwadar port has been built by China and it is located in Pakistan, and this is Sabar port and it is located in Iran. And India is also building the rail and road projects from Chabar to connect to the interior part of Afghanistan. And this highway that India is building is called Dilaram-Jaranj highway. So Dilaram-Jaranj highway is being built by India in Afghanistan. So this is the basic map of the Chabar port and Dilaram-Jaranj highway, and these are the other projects that India has taken. So the Afghan parliament, so this is the picture of Afghan parliament, was also built by India, and this is the Afghan India friendship dam, which is Salma dam. So this Salma dam was also built by India, and there is Indira Gandhi Institute of Child Health. This was also built by India in Afghanistan. So there are many infrastructure projects that India has taken in Afghanistan. So you should know all the initiatives that India has taken to build the good relationship with Afghanistan. Now let us understand about the challenges of India-Afghanistan relations. The most important challenge of India-Afghanistan relations is the drug trade originating from Afghanistan. Since Afghanistan is located in the heart of Golden Crescent, which is a center of the opium trade and also the center of the drug trade, India is adversely affected by the drug trade that is going on in the Golden Crescent. And the Golden Crescent is the crescent shaped area formed by three countries, which are Iran, Afghanistan and Pakistan. And these Golden Crescent countries are the major suppliers of drugs like opium, heroines, etc. So this is the Golden Crescent: Iran, Pakistan and Afghanistan. So this forms a Golden Crescent, and the opium is mostly cultivated in Afghanistan region, and heroines and other synthetic drugs are also supplied from these regions to India, and drugs are traded from these regions to India, and many bordering states, for instance Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, etc. are affected by this drug trade. So drug trade that happens in Golden Crescent ultimately affects India, and this is one of the biggest challenges that India faces, and this drug trade is ultimately used to finance the terrorist organizations in Afghanistan and also in India. So this is one of the biggest challenges that India faces. The second challenge that India faces is the infrastructure and the economic hurdles. Before 2021, there was a friendly government in Afghanistan, but after coming of the Taliban in Afghanistan in 2021, the infrastructure projects of India has installed and they are not progressing, and the corruption has also increased in Afghanistan, and this has affected the India's interest in Afghanistan. And recently we have also seen attacks on Indian nationals in Afghanistan. For instance, there was attack on Sikh Gurudwara in Kabul, and this was claimed by ISIS, and this poses a serious security threat on Indians who are present in Afghanistan. So this is one of the challenges. And in 2021, US also withdrew its forces from Afghanistan, and this has again raised the security concerns in Afghanistan. So these are the important challenges that India-Afghanistan relations faces, and you should know about these facts, and you should also know about the map of Golden Crescent, because UPSC in many instances has asked about the Golden Crescent and the Golden Triangle. So you should know about the map of the Golden Crescent. So these are the important challenges in the India-Afghanistan relations. Now let us move into another topic of discussion for today. Before I move into another topic of discussion for today, I have a good news for you. Those who are appearing for UPSC CAC 2024, 𝐒𝐞𝐜𝐿 All India Test Series program is must attempt for all, because this test contains 49,000 high quality questions curated by the experts from Apti Plus Academy for sales officers. And the most important feature of this 𝐒𝐞𝐜𝐿 All India Test Series program is that the money will be refunded to the students if the students finds this test to be unsatisfactory. So these were the important announcements for you all. Now let us move into another topic of discussion for today. Recently, the Supreme Court of India has decided to examine the divorced Muslim women's right to maintenance under section 125 of the CRPC, and in this context this news becomes important for UPSC prelims perspective and also for the GS2 of UPSC mains, that is issues related to women, government policies and interventions. The point of discussion of this topic is going to be the context of the news. We'll understand about the evolution of maintenance law in India, Then we'll understand about the Muslim Women Protection of Rights on Marriage Act 2019. So let us begin the analysis. So as we just discussed, the context of the news is that the Supreme Court will now examine the Muslim women's right to maintenance under section 125 of the CRPC against the former husband, and this decision of Supreme Court has again raised the debate on whether the secular laws should be given precedence over the personal laws. So the debate between the secular laws and the personal laws has come up again. So having said that, now let us understand about the evolution of maintenance law in India. Before 1986, even the Muslim women could seek the maintenance under section 125 of CRPC like women from other communities, and this was also supported by the Supreme Court of India in 𝐒𝐿 case. And in 𝐒𝐿 case, Supreme Court of India spoke in favor of right of maintenance of Muslim women. But in 1986, Muslim Women Protection of Rights on Divorce Act 1986 was passed, and this act was enacted in response to 𝐒𝐿 case, and this act restricted the maintenance period to the iddat period only, and iddat period is mostly 3 months, during which divorced Muslim women cannot remarry after the divorce. So as per the 1986 act, the maintenance period was only during the iddat period. So this restricted the maintenance period for women to maximum of 3 months only. The Supreme Court of India in Daniel Latifi versus Union of India case of 2001 as well supported the constitutional validity of the 1986 act. So Supreme Court upheld the validity of this act in this case, but Supreme Court of India extended the right of Muslim women to get maintenance till she remarries. Now Muslim women could also demand the maintenance beyond the iddat period. And the Supreme Court of India again in 2009 said that the Muslim women also has right of maintenance under section 125 of CRPC. So as of now, both the section 125 of CRPC and the Muslim personal law applies to the Muslim women who are divorced. So these were the evolution of maintenance law for Muslim women in India. Now let us understand about the Muslim Women Protection of Rights on Marriage Act 2019 in detail. As per the Muslim Women Protection of Rights on Marriage Act 2019, a divorced Muslim woman can also seek the maintenance. So this law was basically passed by Parliament of India to make the triple talaq illegal in India, and this act declares that the pronouncement of talaq by Muslim husband upon his wife by words either spoken or written in electronic form or any other manner whatsoever to be void and illegal. So basically triple talaq has been declared as null and void by this act, and the act also provides for the subsistence allowance to the Muslim women and the children, and this subsistence allowance is determined by the magistrate, and most importantly this act overrides the provision of section 125 of the Code on Criminal Procedure, because section 125 of CRPC, which deals with the maintenance law in India, has also been provided in this act. So for this reason, this act overrides the provision of section 125 of CRPC, but there is a special clause in this act, and this act provides that the Muslim women can choose not to be governed by this law. So as per the wishes of the Muslim women, whether the act will apply or not will be determined. Now let us look at the PYQ that has been asked from the similar topic. UPSC in 2019 asked this simple question from articles of the Constitution of India, and the question is, which article of the Constitution of India safeguards one's right to marry the person of one's choice? And the options are Article 19, Article 21, Article 25 and Article 29. So you can easily answer this question. So comment the answer of this question in the comment section. Now let us move into another topic of discussion for today.
This animation represents what scientists think is the brightest object ever found in the universe.
And then it's surrounded by what we call an accretion disk, which is really sort of a giant storm cell with several light years of diameter. And this storm cell is just a holding pattern for all the material it's going to devour.
Recently, the astronomers from NASA has discovered the brightest quasar in the universe. In this context, this news becomes important for UPSC prelims perspective and also for the GS3 of UPSC mains, which are scientific innovations and discoveries. And in this topic, we'll understand about the quasars and the difference between the quasar and the pulsar. So without further delay, let us begin the analysis. So, as we just discussed, the astronomers have discovered the brightest object in the universe, and these are the quasars, and this quasar is being powered by the fastest growing black hole, and the discovered quasar has been named as J0, 529 and 4351, and this was found using the European Southern Observatory's very large telescope, and it is located over 12 billion light years away from Earth. So, these are the important facts and the context of the news. Now, let us understand what are quasars and difference between the quasars and pulsars. So far as the quasars are concerned, they are the short form for the quasi-stellar radio source, and the quasars are very highly luminous objects located in universe, and it is powered by the supermassive black holes. So, black holes are located at the center of the quasars, and the quasars are rotating around the black hole, and this black hole powers the quasars. And the quasar has gases which are spiraling at very high speed around the black hole. Now, you can see the picture of the quasar here. This is the black hole, and around the black hole huge amount of dust and the particles are rotating, and these rotating particles are quasars. So, quasars are being powered by the black hole in the center. So, huge black hole is located at the center of the quasar. Very often students get confused with the pulsar and quasars. The pulsars are the neutron star, while the quasars are the supermassive black holes. So, you should understand that the pulsars are the neutron star, which means that the quasar is much more massive than the pulsar, and additionally the quasars form the nucleus of galaxy, while the pulsar is part of galaxy and may orbit the quasar. So, the pulsars are small and the quasars are very large, and the pulsars might rotate around the quasars. So, these are the important difference, and the neutron star is basically a collapsed core of massive supergiant stars. So, when very large stars collapse, they form the neutron star. So, you should know about the difference between the pulsar and quasars. So, these are the difference between the pulsar and quasar. Now, let us look at the PYQ that has been asked from the similar topic. So, this is the UPSC PYQ that was asked in 2018, and the question is, consider the following phenomena. Light is affected by gravity. Statement 2 is, the universe is constantly expanding. Statement 3 is, matter wraps its surrounding space and time. Which of the above are the predictions of the Albert Einstein's general theory of relativity often discussed in media? And this question is basically about the black holes and the theory of relativity of the Albert Einstein. So, comment the answer of this question in the comment section. And this was the last topic of discussion for today, and today as well I have got an important quote of the day for you. Now, let us look at the quote that I have got for you, and today's quote is going to be very important for all the UPSC aspirants and the government job aspirants in India. And the quote of the day is, dream, 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 because dreams transform into thoughts and thoughts result in action. So, remember this quote in your journey of UPSC preparation. So, with that quote I am concluding today's session. We will meet again in the next video. Till then, take care.